action recap here. Steelers and the Chiefs. The Steelers fall at Arrowhead to Kansas City. Final score 42-21 in most likely the final game of Ben Roethlisberger's career. Kansas City moves on to the divisional round, and the Steelers come back home. I got Charlie here. I got Canton here. Guys, before I get into my stuff, guess I'll start with Charlie first. Your thoughts on this game here tonight?
I mean, it could have gone either way. We could have been on a close one with them, like you said, or we could have gotten completely blown out. I wish I would have seen some of the things I said this morning happen, where Minka was on Kelsey, Najee was just not good today. He fumbled the ball, which he has never done before. I guess it's kind of disappointing. This is going to be Ben's last game, but other than that, it happened. We got to move on. I don't really know how else we're supposed to recap this.
Okay, Canton, anything that you want to add?
I think Charlie said it well. It's an emotional game for Steelers fans. Ben's last game. That's difficult, but I think, they shouldn't have even been there tonight. So the fact that they were there and they showed up, didn't get the result they wanted, but that was one heck of a season.
For a quarter, I'll say this, for a quarter and a half,
we held our own.
It was interesting. For a quarter and a half, it was interesting. And to everyone who really didn't know in detail what was going on, everybody, this game was scoreless after the first quarter. First quarter was a punt fest.
I think
like
that
you wouldn't
run
believe.
back is what changed the momentum in the first quarter when he ran the ball back on the kickoff. Was it a punt or a kickoff? He ran it back.
That really didn't do much because 2 plays later, Steelers get an interception with Devin Bush. So the Chiefs got nothing out of that.
No, but it was just the thought, that they could do that. And I think it messed their minds up by now.
Chiefs made a big play there, but the Steelers came back with a big play. So I don't think that had much of a impact like that. But yeah, end of the first quarter, we were scoreless. It was a punt fest. The defense was playing fantastic. And second quarter, Steelers, they got on the board first. If they wanted a chance to win, they had to get on the board first. That's what they did. Was a defensive touchdown on a trick play went wrong for Kansas City. Cameron Hayward forced the fumble. TJ Watt picked it up, ran it back for a touchdown. Steelers were up 7-0. Then you're looking and you're like, maybe we do have a chance tonight. Maybe this is going to be close. But with Patrick Mahomes and how talented they are, next drive immediately right down the field, touchdown, tied the game 7-7. And folks, this is my turning point today. This is my turning point of the whole football game. It was 4:46 in the second quarter. Steelers had a 3rd and short. It was a read option pass. Ben made the right read. Deontay Johnson was open. Ben threw it right to Deontay. Dropped the pass. Dropped it. Catches it. It's a first down. Steelers keep the drive moving. They're rolling a little bit. Instead, he drops it. It's 4th down. They punt it back to Kansas City. Chiefs go right down, get a touchdown. Chiefs get the ball back before halftime, and a back-breaking touchdown on a 3rd and 20 from Patrick Mahomes to Kelsey that made it 21-7 at the half. And that was pretty much ball game right there. Pretty much once that happened, the game pretty much fell apart. Kansas City was pretty much in control, had leads as big as 35-7 and 42-14. Final ended up being 42-21. Ben had a couple of touchdowns in the second half in garbage time after the game was a blowout. Final game here for Ben, his numbers. He finished 29 of 44, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks in the 42-21 loss. Guys, friends, you might think I'm nuts. Deontay Johnson catches that ball. You don't know if the Steelers go down before half, take the lead, or anything could change there. But the first quarter and a half went according to plan for the Steelers, and after that, the pieces fell apart. The Jenga blocks collapsed and the cookie crumbled. And that's pretty much how it was tonight, everybody. Am I disappointed we lost? Yes, I'm disappointed we lost. I would have loved to seen a win and moving on further in the playoffs. But everybody, tonight, I'm not taking a ranting sense here. I'm taking a more of a reflective sense, a grateful sense. Everybody, the Steelers had the worst offensive line in football. They were awful all year long. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball. They couldn't protect against the pass. They couldn't stop the run. The Pittsburgh Steelers were bad. Not below average, downright bad at all of these fundamental things that you need to be a good football team. And somehow, some way, through the sheer will of an immobile, Hall of Fame bound 39-year-old quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, with 7 game-winning drives this season alone, drug the worst offensive line in football to the postseason. And for him to do that, I'd say ends his career with a little bit of dignity and a little bit of class. And he even showed in his later years that he still has it. Not every game, not every play, but for the most part, when the moment needed it, he still got it. And thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben, for a wonderful career. Thank you. Thank you for the memories, the moments, the calls, the games. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. The best quarterback that this franchise has ever seen. And everybody, that's pretty much our recap here for the AFC Wild Card Round Playoffs. Kansas City wins 42-21. They are on to the divisional round. Steelers are eliminated, folks, and we are on to some of our off-season video content, everybody. Throughout this week, I'll probably have 3 or 4 Steeler videos that I'll be posting focused on the off-season. I think you'd want to see them on some interesting topics. For Canton, Charlie, and Hollywood, the Truth signing off on the Truth Serum here on this final Sunday night of the season for the Pittsburgh Steelers, everybody. I want to thank all of you so much for your support. Make sure to like the stream, sub to the channel. Hope to see all of you through the off-season and for next year too, everybody. God bless. Signing off on a pretty good Steeler year.